Hello everyone, my name is Jessica and I engage in conversations about weight loss, weight-related disease education, and how to achieve weight loss in an affordable way that honors our way of living. And today I want to discuss spaces in terms of when I was 270 pounds versus now that I'm 170. So one of the big differences that I've seen is how planes and trains and how you interact with your environment in terms of the size of the chair versus the size of you. Now, I remember correctly when I was in my 20s and I was probably around 220 pounds. I traveled to Italy and we were on the bus quite a bit, and that was quite exhausting for my body because it was very hard for me to fit into the one seat that I was assigned to. It just had a real toll on my body. The last time, which you guys probably know, I went to Peru and we were on a bus, and that was quite significantly, vastly better for the sole reason that I was able to sit and I was able to be comfortable in that space. And that's just 50 pounds difference. So it does speak about how strenuous your body can get in terms of when you are of a larger person and then you're not able to fit in a space. Now I think that I want to relay a little bit of an embarrassing moment that I think it highlights how common this is to all of us. I think this is a commonality. So one time I was in Mexico with my sister and my friend, and I remember sitting in those white chairs and being so heavy at 220 pounds that it actually split open, like the four legs went straight out. I was so embarrassed, and I think that when you are around that size, there's a lot of, I think, self-compassion that you have to observe when it comes to being able to fit places. And I also wanted to highlight how keenly aware you become of your space. For example, if you go to a restaurant, or if you go to somebody's house, or you are outside in a picnic table, I remember it being triggering in terms of how do I fit in that space, and how do I negotiate, and how do I safely get out of that space. Because one of the things I used to think about was, gosh, I hope I don't break this chair, or gosh, I hope I don't damage this stool, right? And I think it's quite it's hard to navigate those situations. In terms of how we can approach others that are in that sphere, I think it's perfectly okay to keep dignity and to bring compassion. So I think that when you are in a restaurant or you're in a place and you do see a larger person, not making it so much so the person is keenly aware that you're watching them, but also if it happens that they do break something, that it's not showcased or highlighted to the point where they're feeling bad about their size. which leads me to the last thought that I had. Should planes be allowing larger folks to have an extra chair, and not is it necessary for them to pay? I think that if the plane is empty, I really feel that the larger folks should be extended that courtesy where they're offered, a larger, do you want to go come and like make it so it'll be a gentle, kind offer of a preferred seat. But if the plane is full, that might be something you could offer, gently offer, whether spaces that are a little larger for larger folks, just because it is quite strenuous. I remember it being quite strenuous to sit in a space that is way too small for you. And interestingly enough, though, in closing, I have to say that I have forgotten when I was traveling the last time. I've forgotten how how my body used to feel when I used to travel, and I used to take up more space than I do now, because getting into a bus, a train, a plane, it was comfortable. It was all like very nice, and I fitted quite well. But more importantly, I could move with ease out and into that space. So maybe what we can take away with this conversation is, while I'm fully endorsing, weight loss as a lifestyle, and in order for you to observe health, it could also be another argument towards traveling and being able to move in other areas that are fitted for smaller folk. But in the spectrum of weight loss, while you are transitioning to weight loss, or you are continuing to be larger, I think it's important to continue to preserve dignity in others, and to make sure that you're always bringing compassion into witnessing others struggle through spaces and places. Anyway, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you Thursday with more thoughts on weight loss. Have a good one.